Hi everyone, welcome to Scott Parker's Tech Tips. I'm going to review this FHD webcam that they sent me. It's a 1080p webcam. Here we have the camera, a little tripod they included, and a spec sheet. The camera itself is has a swivel on the top and a little clamp on the bottom, just like my Logitech C910 that I'll be showing you. It clamps onto the top of my monitor, and it even has this handy tripod mount, which is good. Here's the C910 I'm showing you here, and it has the same kind of mounting, but this new camera swivels, which the C910 doesn't. So I've hooked the camera up. So now I'll add a camera. So I'll go to video capture device. I'll do the C910. Let's add the next camera. So now we'll add this new camera. Video capture device, FHD. And there it is, FHD webcam. Oh, it's very bright. And now you can see my green screen and my whole office. There you go. Move this over here, and we'll do some cropping. So it matches the other one. Put them side by side. Try to make it the same size. There we go. As you see, it's much brighter. I kind of like that. I'll be able to turn these lights down a little bit because the C910 doesn't have a sensitive camera. So here it is much brighter. That's pretty nice. Let's add the Galaxy Note 4. And that is the IV Cam software. Okay, so the new camera is a little washed out. The Galaxy Note has the best color rendering. The C910 is the most sort of bland. It's also a little bit washed out, but this new one's a little bit washed out. Let's see if we can fix that. Filter. Chroma key. We'll just do the default setting there. That's pretty good. I'll choose this one. Filter. Chroma key. And this one we need to do a few little tweaks to the color. Okay, so this middle one is still very bright, but it looks much better now that the background isn't there. So I have to say that I'm very impressed with the quality we see here. Let's make it bigger, take a much closer look. The detail is good. So let's add a background, and I'll just pick this black and white picture image of my desk. And we'll put this in the back. So now it certainly looks much better. With the chroma key, we can make a few adjustments. And with a whiter background, it looks better. That's better. The quality of the camera is quite good. Because even if I compare it to the Note 4, which is here, the lines of my glasses are sharper. My mustache is certainly sharper. The most interesting thing about it, I find, is that it's so much wider than the C910. For the price, it can't be beat. We're going to change it up a little bit and look at the settings for the camera. So here's the Logitech. I'm going to go into the settings, properties, configure video, and I have the Logitech webcam properties driver running in my Windows machine. Mac has a different kind of driver. And this one, as you see, is I have it set to zoom in a little bit. So let us zoom all the way out and expose the rest of my office. And I have some other choices that I can choose here in this driver, but I'm going to leave all those alone. I'm going to click on Save. So you see how big the area is, and here's the green screen that's set to gray, so it's green screened out. And we'll click OK. And as you can see more of my office area. There's the hallway and such like that. So here's this one. Let's do the properties of this camera. Take a look, and we have configure. This one doesn't have a zoom adjustment in the camera driver. Now I didn't install a camera driver for this. This camera driver just showed up when I plugged the camera in, so I don't think it's their camera driver. I think it's a standard Windows one, and I have a few adjustments that I can make. But I'm going to leave these alone, and basically this one here, this is how much you see of the room. So let's open up or uncrop my picture all the way out to the width. Put this one down here. Let's turn off the Note 4. We don't need that one. We'll deactivate that for now. This one here. Let's see if I have this cropped at all. I don't. See, so that's as wide as it goes. The C910 as you can see here, has significant, is much more focused. And the C9, the FHD is much wider. Let's turn off the background. So you see how you can see the doorknob, this doorknob over here, there, that doorknob here. But you can also see in the FHD camera, you can see the windowsill and the picture on the wall. And on this side is almost similar. The FHD one is much wider. It gets a lot more over there. So it depends on what you're looking for. Let's make my head the same size. There we go. Oh, there's a good demonstration. Okay, so that's about the same. So you got a lot more. We'll make the green screen the same size. There we go. So the green screen's the same width here. So you see how much wider the camera is. And it depends on what you like and what you want. Now with this other camera, with this FHD camera, I might be able to have this closer. So there it is, closer. Makes me a little bit bigger. And there are some videos online where they say it's better to have your camera closer to you, but my screen is further away. So there would be nothing to put this on, except for the fact that it has this handy dandy mount here. And I could take the tripod mount that I use to hold my Note 4 and replace it. And I could place it closer, but then it's still between me and my screen. Overall, I think it's a decent camera. It could certainly work well with a tripod to point down to do work with my overhead picture. If you click on this link right up here, it'll take you to my how to use OBS and how my setup is. And you'll see how I have the GoPro knockoff camera mounted on a tripod pointing straight down. And this camera would be a terrific replacement for that as well. So if you don't have a GoPro type camera, this one would work great as a document camera. It works terrific as a close-up, as a front camera and such. And now for the microphone. So I'm going to go down here and change my microphone. I'm going to turn off the EV in OBS. And I'm going to turn on the microphone. You'll notice you still hear me. That's because this is the recording from my screen recording software, not from OBS. So go into Properties. I'm going to use the custom audio device. And the camera just blinked a couple of times. So there's a whole load of noise here, and it's rather sensitive. The microphone's very hot. We turn on our microphone from the EV. We have a lot smoother line. It's a better microphone, obviously. So I'm a big fan of using an external microphone like this one here, or like a Yeti. My other microphone is a Yeti. Anything that can be closer to you so it doesn't pick up any outside noise. And it's particularly quiet in my office today. We'll turn on the other microphone here. The big difference here is that the camera mic seems to be running in stereo. So there's the sound difference. We'll turn this one off. And we have our microphone here. Turn this one back on. We've got that one here. Let's see if we can turn on the one that's in the 910. I never use that microphone. Okay, so this is the 910. It's got a lot less noise. There's the FHD. And here is my Electro Voice. So that's a microphone test. What camera do you prefer? Leave a comment below. Let us know what your camera is that you use, any questions you have and such. Subscribe, like, thanks for watching. Leave a comment. We'll have more in the future here on Stage Seminars.